So the sell discipline's relatively straightforward for us. There's three reasons we'll sell a company once we hold it. The first one, which is a great reason and happens quite more often than not, is when it hits full valuation. So when we buy a company, we'll say, well, it's 10, 20, 30% cheap, but once it hits that full valuation, assuming nothing else has changed, we're happy to sell it, move it on, and invest the capital in other positions. The second one is when a company's broadly hit valuation, maybe 5 or 10% away, but there's a better opportunity in that same segment or thematic. And then the more difficult one, but the one we need to be ruthlessly sensible about, is when we get it wrong. So we're all about, what is the investment thesis? What are the three things that matter about a company? If the team gets one of those wrong, we will sell it immediately. And we've found that 9 times out of 10, the best time to sell a company when you're wrong is straight away. So, the key point is when we get that investment thesis wrong, we move the company on very, very quickly. Shorting is all about, we only short companies not because of valuation, but more so because of earnings downgrades or earnings risk. So the shorting component, we're turning over that part of the book, 2 to 3 times per annum. So we're there for a catalyst, which is obviously an earnings downgrade, and we have two components, short-term earnings or current earnings, which is we close those out once the earnings come through within 5 weeks to maximum 3 months, and we close those out whether we're right or wrong. So if we're shorting a company because we think there's a 5% downgrade, the company announces a result, it's actually a 2% upgrade, we'll close it out no matter what. But most of the time, we've got some good insights there, and we'll close them out, when and if that earnings downgrade comes through. The longer term ones, again, predominantly earnings related, but we will hold them for a maximum of 12 months. If that earnings catalyst doesn't come through within that 12-month period, we'll move that, close that short out and recycle the capital elsewhere.